Shannon, what's your take?
Skip. Does Paul Pierce want him to cancel school too? Should they have a parade before the get ceremony?
Tell me when it's my turn.
Paul, I agree. Paul should have this night to himself. But he can't say that. Now he looks so petty. First of all, why you out here dry snitching on everybody? Why you talking to KG? What KG got to do with this? KG is known as the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let him talk about that. I talked to my mom. Really, Paul? The people in Boston love Isaiah Thomas. You know why? Because he's the common guy. He's 5'9". He's more relatable than a 6'8" guy.
No, it's not. Nope. Sorry.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Just for the sake of, you don't think people can identify more with Isaiah Thomas than Paul Pierce?
Mm-mm. Not after what Paul did for that franchise.
Skip, it's not about what he did. When you see Isaiah, the average male in America is 5'9" tall. Isaiah Thomas plays professional basketball at 5'9" tall. They don't Skip. People we like that we seem relatable to. A guy that I can have a beer to. That's why Peyton Manning seems more relatable than Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. Because Peyton Manning seems like a guy I can have a beer with, that he would shuck and jive with. You see him on SNL, you see him in his commercial. You're like, you know what? Peyton Manning, all right. Plus the fact the man played a game a day after his sister was tragically killed in an accident. People can empathize with that. Even if you don't think he's relatable to you, even if you say, you know what, I don't have anything in common with Isaiah Thomas. The mere fact that a man suffered a horrible, horrific loss, and he was willing to go lace it up for their team, that ingratiated himself. No, he didn't win a championship. Paul Pierce did. But Paul Pierce making it seem like he Kobe, like he Jordan or LeBron. Bro, pump the brakes for a second. You were all-time good, you're all-time great in Celtics lore. But let's be real, Skip Bayless, why you loving on Paul Pierce, and rightfully so.
I haven't said a word yet.
Yeah, you have. But he's not even a top 10 Celtic. Why you bumping him? Now, I'm done with it.
You're done with it? I can't tell you how much I'm on Paul Pierce's side here, and I appreciate the fact that the truth is speaking nothing but the truth publicly. Because he got forced to defend himself. He was relegated to having to fight back against Isaiah Thomas. Now he's your problem, LeBron, Shannon. He's your problem.
He ain't getting no video tribute from us.
You know what? Once upon a time, I nicknamed Allen Iverson, me, myself, and Iverson, and I've got to update that nickname now to me, myself, and Isaiah, because that's what he's become. He's become the spokesman for the Cleveland Cavaliers already. It's like it's his team. I half kidded on Twitter the other night. Now it's Isaiah Thomas. It's IT's team. That's how he's treating it.
Because he's so Skip. It's just like the Muggsy Bogues syndrome.
You're not going to think he's so cute and adorable in about a month.
Skip. You and I are looking at it in a different perspective than what the casual fan does.
But look at what happened. Danny Ainge forced Paul Pierce to go public with this because he had to defend himself. And he's saying, we talked for 40 minutes, and Danny...
Keep that behind closed doors.
But Danny kept trying to talk him out of it and puts Paul in a position of like, wait a second, I have to argue on my behalf for one night when he already got his night, and he did. He punked Danny Ainge. He punked all those fans.
Punked nobody.
He punked him. He stayed in the locker room until the late in the first quarter, and he makes a grand entrance.
He had to go potty.
Could we see this? The grand Isaiah entrance, and it's not even supposed to be his night. Oh, yeah, I'm here. Remember
Skip, the man had to go potty. Stop it.
He was there for 2 years. That's it. Paul Pierce played 15 years. He was the 10th overall pick for the Boston Celtics, and he lived up to his nickname. He was the truth.
Skip.
He was as clutch as any player in pro basketball, and he led that franchise to 2 finals, and they won one against Kobe and company. He's not Kobe Bryant, but to those people in Boston, he's cherished the way Kobe is cherished in Los Angeles.
They love Isaiah, too.
And he deserves a night far more than Isaiah ever deserved his night. He got his night.
Skip, I'm
when Isaiah wanted to double dip, like, I'm not going to play on this night, but I need all my friends and family to come to the night when I get to play on, what is it, February 11th?
Yeah.
Baloney.
Skip, I'm not.
Baloney.
Skip,
and I'm going to upstage. He had the audacity to think he could upstage Paul Pierce.
Skip, I'm not.
Paul Pierce?
I'm not
Listen,
arguing.
I can't believe I'm having to have this conversation with
Skip,
you.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying that Paul could have kept all this conversation behind closed doors.
He was forced to go public with it because he had to defend himself.
Nobody forced him.
Yes, he did, because he has to say, I had to argue with Danny. We went 40 minutes of conversation. It wasn't until the very end that Danny finally said, after he tried to according to Paul, he tried to talk me out of it, but at the end of the conversation, Danny finally said, do you not want to have Isaiah's tribute? Please, I don't want to have it. You forced him, after 40 minutes of conversation, to say, I'm sorry, I don't want Isaiah to have
There's a lot of
video
conversations that happen behind closed doors.
Oh, please.
That you do not have to make public. He dry snitching. Ain't nobody asked him all that. Ain't nobody asked him, did he have a 40-minute conversation? Ain't nobody asked him, did he call Kevin the Garnett?
If you're going to be honored by the Denver Broncos, would you want Trevor Siemian to get a video tribute?
First of all, they got Isaiah McKenzie in '84, and he done fumbled about 17 times this year. So I don't care.
Lord have mercy.
I don't care.
Then Isaiah has to go public with his tweet like, oh, I guess I have to back off now because it appears it's caused some controversy. What did you think it was going to do?
Stop reading that tweet like that.
It's just outrageous audacity on the part of me, myself, and Isaiah, who now runs your Cavaliers, or so he thinks. And you know what happened? There was a 2-year drought. He gets drafted by Sacramento. He spends time in Phoenix. He was the last pick in the second round, so last pick in the draft. And then he winds up in Boston right on schedule where there's been a drought, and they're looking for the next, who's got the it factor, the IT factor. And it's the cute little point guard who plays no defense.
Only one other Celtic averaged more points.
Ball-hogging, shoot-first point guard.
Stop it.
And for 2 years, it was fun to watch, but it was just 2 years and 21 games. That's it.
Good.
And you deserve 2 nights? Me, myself, and Isaiah?
Skip, I'm not disagreeing that Isaiah shouldn't be honored on Paul's night. I'm just saying Paul can't come out as staunch in his own defense. Let other people. I've been behind closed doors, Danny. This is my night. You guys are putting my jersey number to the rafters. I don't want to share it.
I think he had to go public to ensure there was going to be no video tribute. Because now he called Danny Ainge on it publicly. Because Danny was like, well, okay, if that's what you want. But Danny's capable of saying, you know what, let's go ahead and go with the video.
Okay. Then if that was the case, all I would have said is, Danny, and this would be me, Joe Ellis, I would prefer that this night be about me, but I have if that's what because you're going to do what you're going to do anyway. So you want my opinion, I'm giving you mine. I want this night to be to me, about me. I'm done with it. I am not going to be, man, I don't want that joke. I don't want Trevor Siemian to get nothing. He ain't win no Super Bowls here. No. He ain't one of the 50 greatest Broncos. He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you,
know what
Pierce.
I accomplished.
Thank you, Shannon Pierce.
But I'm saying that to me and Joy. Me and Joy ain't talking to ourselves.
Publicly. If you got backed into this
I ain't said it publicly.
You'd come out swinging on this one. Yes, you would.
Now Paul look at that, and they got everybody like, Paul, for real, Paul? Oh, you make it seem like you. Now we up here, oh, you make it seem like you Kobe, like you LeBron.
That's what you think. That's not what people who in the know in Boston
think. I love
think.
the NBA. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.